Hi, Anna Carson here. How are you? I hope everything is going well for you. I wanted to pop on today to talk a little bit about, I guess, the frequency bands that we have been crossing over the last few months and continue to do so because it's something that is fascinating and shows up in client sessions and just shows, I guess, the progress that we're making from a frequency point of view in this evolution of humanity, really, but our own evolution and the frequency shift that we're going through on this planet. So what I'm finding, in my own work, for myself and also with clients, is that we are often going back now into Lemurian times, and earlier, and we're now going into kind of founder race times, where so things that are playing out, so patterns that are playing out, woundings that are playing out, there's a repeat of these emotions, these feelings, these fears, belief systems, limitations, whatever you want to call it, that date all the way back to these times. And so when I'm working with people, what I'm doing is, often people don't obviously have a sense of that. They just know where they're feeling stuck in this life. Whether it's to do with the work that is flowing through them or trying to flow through them, or whether it's physical symptoms, or just your relationships, whatever it is. So they're coming to me with that. That very present day issue. But when I'm tuning in, when I'm doing the kinesiology, when we are looking for that point of origin, because that's what we want to look for, is that where has this come in for you specifically? Because often we find it's been repeated in this lifetime. We then, if we're able to access, it's been repeated in past lives, and we want to go, okay, well, where did this come in your soul journey? Where has this originated from? And if we can identify that, we can basically clear the whole thing from your timeline. So it's very powerful work. And these are deep, deep woundings, deep, deep limitations, your traumas that have happened. But the fact that they are coming up, it means that your subconscious, the frequency of the planet, everything is allowing us to really shift this from the timeline in a very quick and easy way. And what I find magical is these things that are coming up. It's because we are reaching these points in in the frequency bands, if that makes sense. So you know, we all have our own understanding and belief of how, I guess, the history of humanity has played out. But what I'm certainly finding is that when we are accessing these woundings from Lemuria, or even before Lemuria, the founding races type of uh, memories. They're not always conscious memories, which is why I was kind of faltering there. They're not always conscious memories, but when I'm tuning into the quantum field and going, okay, where is this coming from? That's where I'm often being taken. It means that we're going back to those frequencies, that we had. And so this is amazing. Like, this is a really exciting and positive thing, because we are going back into these times where the frequency that we held was incredibly high. Obviously, in Lemuria, we were incredibly highly evolved, highly connected beings. And so the fact that we are, bringing back these memories and these wounding shows that we are starting to match the frequencies that were on the planet then. We're matching them now. So, I'm finding that as we continue this your crazy journey that is life, at this time, the more that we're going into these deep woundings, the more that we're going into these stories, and we don't need to really know, we don't need to know the full story. Sometimes they come through, And often, if they are meant to come through, there's a really deep remembrance that I know I've had it for myself where I've just burst into tears because I could feel it through my cells, through my body, the emotions, everything are there as though it was, only last week. So it's something that we hold incredibly deep within us. And often when that torch, that light, is shone on it, it's just like, oh, there's such a relief and a release as that light gets shone on that darkness that has been held within our DNA memory. So, it is deep work, it is powerful, powerful work, but it's exciting work as well because it really means that we are shifting some incredible stuff that helps us to bring these frequencies that are flooding the earth and embody them because that's what we're here to do. We're here to embody those energies, embody those frequencies, transmit those frequencies out, anchor them into the earth, so that we can really, keep creating, the what we are here to be doing. So yeah, incredibly exciting. And and like I said, very deep work, and we really feel it. I'm not dismissing what we are going through because it is. It can show up in incredibly painful ways in this lifetime, but you really know that if this is happening for you, that this is your incredible work that you are doing, an incredible time for us to be bringing this through. And if anybody needs support with it, if this is resonating with you, and you're like, yes, I know this is in my body, and I know that I'm ready to shift this and to move into this, so that because we do this so that our bodies, our nervous systems, we are able to hold these frequencies, and like I say, bring this work through whatever it is, whatever you're here to be doing. We can bring it, but we have to be working with the nervous system, with the body, to clear these really painful memories that exist. But please, if this is resonating with you, do reach out if you feel that a session would be beneficial. I work with people all over the world, so I do a lot of online work as well as obviously in person here in Wollongong. All right, sending you love. Keep yourself centered, keep yourself grounded, keep yourself connected to nature. Make sure you're drinking lots of really good quality water, and support your body as much as you can in these crazy times.